is nothing I hate worse than a morning person, you know? I mean, I'll wake up for this, but I do not have to be cheerful about it. How many people will be playing? That works. Now, player 1, let me know your name. Just type it in. Thank you, darling. Now, player 2, let's have your name.
45
okay,
seconds.
then. Player 3, it's up to you now. All right, first things first. Pick which episode you want to play.
Seconds.
Okay, player 1, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quantum physics. Player 2, you're buzzing in on the letter B, as in bravo. And player 3, your buzzer is P, as in pappy.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Okay, listen, people flub this all the time. I don't know why. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in first. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. That's it. Got it? Now be careful.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey everyone, welcome and thanks for coming to our Eclectic episode. Nobody around here is really too sure what that word means, but by gum, we sure do like to say it. First thing, I gotta give you some screws. So here's what you do with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make them answer it anyway, buzz in and then hit the S key to screw them. All right, you ready? Let's start. Player 2, what do you want? Today's specialties include kids make every C the yellow C. How does $2,000 sound? So I started taking these swimming lessons, and they put me in the group with all the 8-year-olds. You know what that means. A lot of pee in the pool, and it's not all mine. Suppose you want to swim without feeling pee. And quite frankly, who doesn't? Considering it's got the most water to dilute pee, where will you go? The Arctic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Caribbean Sea? Player 1, do it! The mighty Atlantic has got almost a quarter of the world's water. Unfortunately, it's also got Bethy, a 6-year-old from Cape Cod, known among her peers as the Mad Bladder. Player 1, your choice.
Question alert. Question alert.
This category is known as IHOP to IHOP. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, you want to know what I did for myself today? I went to IHOP and I treated myself to a Rooty Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast Special, baby. Suppose instead of a Rooty Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast Special, I'd had a Rooty Tootsie Fresh and Fruity Breakfast Special. What would have been nestled among the pancakes? A character from the Facts of Life, Dustin Hoffman wearing a dress, a citizen of Rwanda, or an ancient Egyptian king? Player 2, go! Gee, you know, I don't see that answer very often. It's kinda toot uncommon. Player 1, player 3, let's do something! Tell you, the Tutsi are natives of the African country of Rwanda. Problem is, they totally disagree with my bowl of Hutu pebbles. Let's have a category, player 1. Let's see what we got going. Did you pack angles and cream cheese? $1,000 if you get it. All right, give me your best shot. Suppose Karl Marx goes on a picnic and starts preaching to the ants around him. Given his theories, which ants would most likely be inspired to rise up and take control of his basket? Winged males, workers, queens, or soldiers? Player 3, have at it! Marx called for the rise of the proletariat, or working class. But only the red ants pay any attention to him. How about it, player 3 category? Hey, stress cut with lime sore.
It's time for a River Fish Stress Nut.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Attack with a deadly body part. $5,000 sounds like a good place to start off this gibberish question. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. So now take a look at this gibberish phrase and see if you can tell me what it rhymes with. All breasts up and go face do. It's all you, player 3. Type in your answer and hit return. Although I have to say, you always look so nice in that special little outfit you wear for playing computer games. I do appreciate it. Player 3, pick a category. The category? More gore. More gore. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Okay, you know that song about It's My Party? And I'll cry if I want to, right? Yeah, very touching. If Al Gore were to do a duet of It's My Party with the song's original singer, with whom would he be musically lamenting? Dusty Gore, Sandy Gore, Leslie Gore, or Gore Vidal? Player 3, who would you like to screw? Gotta answer it, Player 1. It's My Party was first made a hit by my close personal friend, Leslie Gore. Of course, for the duet, Al would want to add that certain... Well, I'm sure Al would have something to add to the new version. Don't look now, Player 3, but you're about to get screwed. Player 1, tell me what's next. Coming at you. Mamas, let your sons grow up to be cowboys. $2,000 for a correct answer. Think fast, it's question time. Say the neighborhood boys are playing a variation of cowboys and Indians. If one of the boys plays the part of Ratso Rizzo, what would be the best name for their game? Urban Cowboys and Indians, Midnight Cowboys and Indians, Drugstore Cowboys and Indians, or Dallas Cowboys and Indians? It's all you, Player 3. Ratso Rizzo is friend and manager of Gigolo Joe Buck and the X-rated Oscar winner, Midnight Cowboy. Yep, Midnight Cowboys and Indians. Kinda reminds me of that old-fashioned game, Prostatag. Player 3, why don't you pick one? And our special guest tonight, get a clue. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, this one is a fill in the blank. So, when you know the answer to this little mystery, buzz in and start typing. If you know that the killer isn't Professor Plum, Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, Miss Scarlet, or Mrs. White, then who is it? Player 3, take it away. Type that answer and hit return. The only one of the 6 clue suspects remaining is Mr. Green, so he's our man. Clearly, he watched too many violent movies as a kid, or maybe he just saw that Clue movie. Player 3, time to make a choice. I believe this one is called Mocking the Irrational Fears of Others Equals Fun. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Eyes forward, we're going. Who would make the worst blind date for someone suffering from gymnophobia? A gymnast, a nudist, a PE teacher, or a coniferous tree? Player 1! Gymnophobia is the fear of nakedness. So, someone who suffers from it wouldn't want to date a nudist. I dated a nudist once, and come to think of it, her name was Jim. Player 1, why don't you give me a category? Hey, not bad. You chose a When Did Happen. Alright, I'm gonna show you an event like this. Man first walks on the moon. Then I'm gonna list off 7 other events like this one. All you gotta do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000 each time you're wrong. We all set? Okay. The category for this When Did Happen is Slogans Run. Okay, everybody remember that slogan about how to build a Big Mac? Take a moment, hum it to yourself. You know, 2 all-beef patties, on and on. Now, what's a Big Mac or a Big Mac jingle without this ingredient? Cheese, baby. Now tell me, does this appear before cheese in the Big Mac jingle, after cheese, or does it never appear in the jingle at all? That's it. Let's see what we've done. Player 1, you know, it's rude just to sit there and stare. Try buzzing in next time. Player 3 takes control. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the show, shall we? It's all you, Player 3. What do you want? Let's have a big warm welcome for a man with nothing to lose is called a loser. You get it right, you get 2K. Heads up, here it comes. Imagine a big action movie called Extreme Unction. How would the preview most likely start? In a world of pissed-off priests, in a world of revenge-seeking doctors, in a world of bitter lawyers, or in a world of lying senators. Could have given you some cash if you picked this one. Extreme Unction is the Catholic sacrament of last rites given by a priest. Take this in memory of me. Category time, Player 2. All right, give it up for son of a... How does $4,000 grab you? Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. If you were having the son of Sam over for dinner, which of your pets would you want to lock in the bedroom for the evening? Sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4? The son of Sam, or David Berkowitz as he's known to his fellow inmates, told police that his neighbor's dog told him to go out and kill people. Of course, that's also his excuse for drinking out of the toilet. Your call, Player 2. Let's take a look at what a bunch of nonsense. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Which of these is an example of personification? Burly boys burrow boisterously for boogers. She scratched her chicken pox 1,000,000 times. The pus leapt from the popped zit. Or the picked scab was like a potato chip. Take a shot, Player 2. Pow, right in the kisser. Player 1, Player 3, grab it! Personification is when you attribute human abilities like leaping to non-human things like, I don't know, zits. And grossification is when you ask questions about popping zits and boogers and scabs just to see if you can make people vomit or not. What do you want to do, Player 3? For your viewing pleasure, how to make your son good and daedalus. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. Yep, fathers and sons, they fight a lot. What was probably the last thing the mythological Icarus's dad said to him? Go take a flying leap. Don't talk to your mother like that. I brought you in, I'll take you out. Or, you're no son of mine. Player 2, grab it! Icarus's father was the one who talked him into trying to fly. Apparently, he was upset about Icarus trying to air condition the whole damn neighborhood. Shut that door! Player 2, what looks good? For your enjoyment, when in Mexico, do as the Romans do. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Forward, march. Which TV character would most likely look for ovnis while vacationing in Mexico? My close personal friend Huggy Bear, Buffy, Ally McBeal, or Fox Mulder? Player 1, who do you want to screw? Player 3, you gotta take that. Give me an answer. No, not Ally McBeal. Not unless ovni is Spanish for unisex bathroom where you can do a lot of eavesdropping on your nauseating workmates. Player 1, player 2, who wants it? Player 1, you're getting screwed. What are you going to do about it? No, Huggy Bear never leaves the United States, nor the 70s. Player 2, now's the time. Here's the one the winners pick. OVNI is the Spanish word for UFO, and I know you've seen X-Files. Mulder thought he saw an OVNI once, but it turned out to be a mule wearing a sombrero. You're about to embark upon the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard. Just remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's got to be a match that fits this clue. 3 men and a what? Hey, don't ask, don't tell. Now that was an attack. You enjoy that moment while I tally up the scores. Player 3's got it. Well, Player 3, that win wasn't as spectacular as, say, Circus of the Stars, but then you didn't wear the tights I asked you to, did you? Oh, and one more thing.
You don't know Jack!
Interesting. You all made it to the high scoreboard. That makes you some sort of power trio, doesn't it? Like a triple threat? Let me know if you'd like to play another game so you can try to keep this lucky streak going. So